And I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I mean you could definitely do it. Like there's a lot of people who could do it. It's like, where are you now, and how far would you have to travel in your mind to get to the place where you could do it? But the idea that you couldn't do that and couldn't get there is nonsense.
But the throwing punches is not as, I think a lot of men, like I watch a lot of these football stadium fights, and you see these guys.
in the crowd?
Yeah, and you see these guys throw punches, and you go, oh, if I knew you were going to throw those punches, I wouldn't mind fighting with you.
Yeah, but there's also guys who will knock you the fuck out in those stands.
Well, yeah, but these fucking guys, these guys in the Cowboys jerseys, I didn't see any punch I wouldn't be afraid of. Like, they're like these Rams guys.
But you're taking a chance.
You're taking a chance.
You're taking a chance. You're going to run into Joe Schilling in a bar.
But I know. Oh, dude. Was that not beautiful? Was that not beautiful?
You do not get frisky with literally one of the best strikers on planet Earth.
I was so quickly.
Can you imagine you're an asshole talking shit at a bar and you accidentally do it to Joe Schilling? You accidentally do it to a world Muay Thai champion?
Oh, it was.
I mean, of all the fucking terrible roads to go down.
Oh, that was so. It happened so quickly.
Of course.
That you go. It's so funny when you watch someone throw a punch who knows what they're doing, and you go, "Oh, that guy's punched before."
Not just knows what he's doing; he's a world champion. He's an assassin. He's a terrifying human.
I wish I'd been the bar back.
Oh
just
my God.
Standing in that little perfect spot where you heard the guy say what he said. You know he said something.
I don't know. He did something too. He didn't just say something. He bumped his chest forward towards him. Like he bowed up on him, like he was going to swing on him or something. Like you can't make a sharp, quick move when you're talking shit with a world champion fighter. He's not going to let you hit him. The thing about like sucker punches, and this is something that people have to realize in any encounter. I'm not encouraging trained killers to go out and beat on people in bars. Yeah. But what I'm saying is the problem with sucker punching, you're going to see it right here. Like Joe just tried to walk by him. He doesn't say anything, and the guy says something. And Joe turns around, and he does that, where he bows on him, and Joe just hits him with like 4 punches while he's like falling. It's like you can't just bow up on people, because the problem with sucker punches is if a guy can punch, and it could be some random person. There's a lot of random people out there. They might not be trained strikers. They might not be like world champion kickboxers, but they know how to throw a punch. Just like a lot of kids know how to throw a baseball, okay? Yeah. And if your uncle taught you how to throw a punch, you could throw a good right hand. If you just sucker punch someone, like out of nowhere, just throw a punch at them, they don't realize you're punching them until it's too late. Because reaction time is way slower than action time. It's a flaw in the human neurosystem. If I go to slap you, you don't realize I'm slapping you until it's too late.
Until I've already been slapped.
Because there's a reaction time.
Yeah.
And you have instincts that people build in that enhance that reaction time. But the reality of a sucker punch is if you're close enough to someone and they say something to you and you don't expect it, there's some rudeness, and they throw a punch, you could get knocked the fuck out. Like anybody can get knocked the fuck out. Anybody can. Anybody can. Joe has lost by knockout in crazy fights. You got to think of all the people. Anderson Silva's lost by knockouts. A lot of people. Fedor lost by knockouts. Human beings can get knocked out. Some of the best ever can get knocked out. And if some guy just flexes on you, you don't know what he's going to do next. You have no idea. And he didn't have an idea either.
That guy did not see that coming.
No.
I bet he woke up and he was like, did we do shots? What happened?
He was one of Nick's training partners. He's been a training partner of Nick's forever. Nick Diaz.
That guy?
Joe Schilling.
Oh, my God. I thought you meant the guy that got knocked out. I was like,
no way.
Wait, what the fuck?
No. Joe Schilling.
Yeah.
He was there at the Diaz fight. And, my thing about Nick Diaz is, like, when I looked at him physically, I was like, I don't know how much he's been training. Like, when Nick was in his prime, he was, like, really lean. And he was, he's like an older guy now. And
how old, though?
I think he's like 30. I don't know. How old is he?
38.
38?
Is he really?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I don't think you can just jump back in that easy after 6 years out of the sport. I think you'd probably need more time to prepare. I don't know.
He kind of got fucked, right?
Well, I don't know how much time he had to prepare and why they agreed to do a fight on short notice. Because I think it was only like 6 weeks' notice, which I think is fine if you're, Michael Chandler, if you're in like peak form right now and you're ready to go and someone gives you 6 weeks, I bet you can get ready for a fight. But if you're a guy who's been off for that long, you're going to need more time, I think. I'm just guessing. I don't know how much time it took him. But my point was he didn't do that bad for a guy that was out 6 months.
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler was pressuring him and he was putting it on him and he was definitely getting the better of the exchanges. But it's not like Nick Diaz didn't have his moments, and he definitely did. He would just have to have really like way more time to prepare, and he would have to really be like ready to go, like the old Nick Diaz, like the Nick Diaz that fought Anderson Silva, like the Nick Diaz that fought George St. Pierre, like the Nick Diaz that fought Paul Daly in Strikeforce. I mean, that dude was a fucking killer. It's just like, can he still do that at 38? Well, maybe. We don't know. If you just have one fight, you need time. Like if your body hasn't been used to this stuff and you haven't been training as much as you were when you were in your prime, if you still want to do it again, like legitimately, physically, you probably can. But it's like, you've run a marathon. Yeah. When you start out and you run a mile and you're dead, and you're like, I can't believe anybody could run 26 of those. But if you do it over and over and over again, you build up. I don't think he had a chance. I don't think Nick Diaz had a chance to build back up after being off for that much time. I think you get back to where he was Nick Diaz in his best. He's got to have some time.
Those Diaz brothers were great for their pace. They could last the whole fucking fight because of their cardio.
Well, they're always into triathlons and shit. They got Cron Gracie into that too.
Really?
It's one of the reasons why he's so good. Is his
cardio
is amazing too.
I did a triathlon. Most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh my god, man!
I'm running the New York City Marathon.
When's that?
November 6th.
How are you doing that like this?
I don't know, Joe.
What the fuck are you doing? You want
I don't know. You saw Nick,
Nick
step into the cage. I'll figure it out. Robbie Lawler won't be there.
Why did you just make yourself smaller first?
I don't know. We should do another cocktail. Okay. I'm going to try to lose weight.
Yeah,
but here's the thing about like.
Oh, here's the thing.
What's seven? What's this?
Some new whiskey.
Oh, what's this?
Seagram's? This is Seagram's.
This is what Canadians get drunk.
I believe this is a gift from Eliza.
Oh, great.
Wasn't it? I think so. Yes. Thank you, Eliza. It's not, like she loves you, dude. She's
Eliza and I are very cool. It was
a mistake.
Very cool. I love Eliza. I don't want
to. Times we get caught, we thought we had an idea.
Hey man, if you tried to,
that was in your head.
If you tried to go through all the times I thought I came up with something, dude, come on.
I do it all the time.
I'm horrible. I'm fucking horrible.
Yeah, I'm consistently wrong.
That's what I love about you is that you say something and then you don't apologize. You go, hey, this is who I am, man. Let's like if you just showed up to a dance and then said, hey, that guy can't dance. You go, yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
he can't dance.
I don't know how to dance.
I don't know how to fucking dance either.
Well, when I'm talking about ideas and people are like, oh, you shouldn't express that because you're not an expert in that field. Like, okay, for sure. But this is what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. Don't take my advice.
Yeah.
But this is my opinion.